What's going on with your fuck boys?
What's going on?
Okay. Nah, so we gonna have a like quick little chit chat.
Trigger warning. It is a very
full
controversial chit chat, but
full disclaimer. There's no hate. There's no nothing. It's honestly just asking y'all's opinions.
right. This is more so just trying to get like different points of views or different mindsets. Not just judging or not just like throwing out slander. This is no slander, no hate, no tea, no shade. This is just shits and giggles, not shits and giggles.
Oh,
How can I word it?
well, shit, they gonna find out real shortly.
Oh, Mr.
Well, you didn't want to say hello.
You can come back.
All right, so this is honestly to the LGBT community, but more directly towards the transgenders.
The T in the LGBT.
The T in the LGBT. Okay, Q plus, right? I have to say all of it. Q
right,
plus.
the
Q plus.
LGBTQ
Q plus.
The entire community.
Okay, so me and her were having a conversation about the struggles that y'all had to go through, like the back alley surgeries.
I'm gonna pause it. The OGs, like the ones before, like how, cause social media helped the trans community a lot, as in like social media of today. We're referring to like the trans people from like before that had to sneak, like the drag queens. You had to go and get your surgeries done by doctors off duties in their bedrooms and stuff like that. But just to clarify.
And like the people that actually like had gotten picked on and all that for actually going through taking testosterone, getting through the surgeries, actually going through the motions because you actually believe that that's who you are. Well, because that's who you are. I'm not gonna say that's who you believe you are. That's who you are. So it's been kind of a more popular, trending, if you will, a trending thing for you to self-identify, but not identify as anything. More like,
like the gender fluid and the non-binary and the they them pronouns. So you're saying you don't want to identify as a male or a female. So do you really? What do you want to identify as? Like, you don't want people to refer to you as a man. You don't want people to refer to you as a woman. What would you like people to refer to you as? Because being classified as a group, because let's break it back to like 5th, 6th grade English, they, them is referring to a group of people that is men and women, boys and girls. So you would rather be referred to as a group of people of all genders than being classified as one or just whatever you want to be. Like, you have to be something.
and to be clear, I really don't care. Like, I even have a sticker on my iPad that like, why be homophobic, why be sexist, why be feminist.
And this is not homophobic at all. This is like
honest.
My genuine question would boil down to be, if you don't want to be a male, you don't want to be a female, what do you want to be? What is your true identity? Because let's face it, we all know there's only two genders.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, baby.
I think it's becoming more of a thing where I want to be cool. Because at one point in time, remember, watching anime was not cool. Reading comics was not cool.
Social media has a lot to do with it.
Social media has influenced so much throughout the whole times, and now everybody's watching anime. You're weird now if you don't watch anime. Like, people pick on you now if you don't watch anime.
Oh, you don't watch anime? You've never watched Hunter x Hunter, Attack on Titans?
Right, like, they will honestly, truthfully bash you for it. And I'm saying that because I'm a little guilty of that. Like, oh, you don't watch anime? But that's because I got picked on for watching anime, reading comics, reading mangas. Like, so, my thing... And then there was, like, this whole little era where everyone's coming out, oh, I'm not straight anymore, I'm bi, or I'm trying to figure it out, or I'm pansexual, and stuff like that. Which, honestly, I didn't care then, and I still don't now. But... the only reason what brought this whole like video idea up is One day we went to Sonic.
Oh, I forgot about the Sonic trip.
We went to Sonic, right? Like, and I was being nice. I was being calm. Like, nothing actually really happened. So, like, I ordered my food. The car hop, that's what they call them. The car hop people came out to the car and handed me the food, whatever. I was like, oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, sir. Like, being completely, because that's just how I was raised. I was raised by two old black people.
Hospitality.
Like,
it's weird.
And I'm from the
It ain't
South.
shit to have Southern hospitality.
So I'm like, thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Like, continue on with the conversation. But then he kind of builds up an attitude.
He gets real passive aggressive.
He gets real passive aggressive, and I don't like confrontation, so I know what passive aggressive is and what it looks like. And so I'm like I'm looking at her like, am I doing something wrong? Cause I had ended up asking him, about an application, because it was a new location. So I was like, oh, what's a little part-time job, make some money. And then that's when he started being nice. Like, that's when I saw all the walls come down, and I'm like.
But I had already picked it up off that, because I noticed the first time when I think you were giving him the card because the little screen didn't work or whatever.
Oh, right.
And you gave them the card, and you said, oh yeah, here you go, man. And he instantly looked up at you, did like the little smirk. You know how when somebody makes you mad and you do that little smirk, like, you fucking bitch, and then he looked back down.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well, because I'm like,
he
dog,
just made,
bro.
Like, a little little smirk, and then from there, like, he didn't pick it up because, like you said, it's just being nice. Like,
and I'm mad autistic, bro.
And he literally just looked like a guy with long hair. Honestly.
No, deadass a guy with long hair.
Like,
and his name, what was his name ended up being George or some shit. Like, dude didn't even change his name. Like, I used to go to school with a bunch of people like that, whatever.
When you go to work, they'll ask you your preferred name. And when
you
they
can
give
change
your
name.
They'll give you your tag with the preferred name that you want.
Exactly. Because it's a business. They don't want to get sued.
Right. Because that's defamation or what
defamation of character.
No, not defamation. Discrimination.
Well, yeah.
Because of their gender or lack thereof, which ties back into the conversation.
He no disrespect. I don't care. This is what brings up the situation, because imagine someone that looks like me, and you call me sir or him, right? And I'm like, what? Imagine me popping off on you for being like, oh no, I'm actually Carmen, right? Like, right. on some real.
Not to say that all of them do, because I've ran into a few where
they will correct you and
ma'am,
be nice.
And it's not ma'am, and they really say they're she, they, or.
Right.
He, there, whatever their pronouns may be. And this is not to disrespect anybody, like we said at the beginning. Disrespect anybody or their pronouns. This is just a genuine conversation that we had, because I have a friend that I used to go to school with, and I'm not going to put their business out there. I'm not going to say any names, but I have a friend that I used to go to school with. When we were in 9th grade, their pronouns were she, her. It was just she, her. We left for quarantine. We came back, and he was he, they. But they got so upset because hardly anybody was kind of referring to them as their new pronouns, and they were getting called by their dead name. And it made them upset. They went on this whole social media rant, and it was crazy because it's like, you have to give us some leverage. We just left. We're out of school because there's this quarantine thing going on, this pandemic that we're still fresh to. And we come back, and you expect us to... When you left, you were one person. You came back, you're transformed to this totally new person. You're going to have to give us time to get comfortable with it. You were quick to do it because this is something that you supposedly been wanting to do, and you weren't comfortable freshman year because of all the approaches by guys you were getting. Just to turn around and be in a male-male relationship. So you're technically in a heterosexual relationship because you did not have the surgery. The only way you're classified as a trans is by your pronouns. You only go by he, they. But you have a boyfriend. But your boyfriend calls you their boyfriend. But when y'all have penetrational sex, there is a hole and a penis going inside. There's not two penises. So, it's a heterosexual relationship. And like I said, this not to bash them in no way, shape, or form, because we are still cool. Shout out to you, friend, who did your big one. But there's just some things that I have questions about. And I felt like if I did come to you and ask you, you would feel like I'm being funny, and you would bash me on the internet.
So
I'm asking the community as a whole, like.
So we're asking the actual T's, the actual T's, the people that went through the surgeries, the people that went through the transitions, the people that got picked on, the people that got bullied, the people
because they have families rejected them, the people whose mothers
literally died over this shit.
From them.
Like, there's honestly people that died over this shit. Oh, because they found out. Oh, they were like, they ended up. Oh, you weren't born a female, or you weren't born a male, or some shit like that, right? There's actually been news articles and reports about people dying because these people
get hate crime for this stuff.
And
like, and even the ones who just claim the pronouns, I will give it to y'all because y'all do get hate crime too. And I feel like me saying y'all, like I feel kind of bad saying it, but the community.
There has to be another letter for that. There has to be another letter for that because
I feel like if that, like the people who actually had the surgery, and we talked about that too, the people who actually have the surgery compared to the people who just claimed the titles but didn't go through the same shit that the people who had the surgeries, I feel like there's some kind of rift between them. Because how can you claim yourself as a trans when all you have is the pronouns?
Right.
I could wake up to you in the morning
and
say,
I feel like that's taken away from
the actual
people.
You cannot call me your girlfriend anymore. You have to call me your boyfriend, and my pronouns are he, they. But I'm not gonna get the surgery, and when we have intercourse, it's gonna be the same. But I'm not gonna have surgery. But I'm still he, they. Like.
Because I get dressing masked. I get all of that. I get, and then sometimes you don't want to be masked. I get that.
Right.
I get that. I honestly get it all. The only thing that I don't get is how those people that haven't gotten the surgeries and haven't been through what y'all been through are still claiming what y'all are.
How can you reap
it takes away from y'all.
How can you reap the rewards of the hard work of, oh yes, I worked for this title, whereas all you did was wake up in the morning, grab your phone, go on your social medias and change your pronouns to he, they, text whoever, your little friend group, your significant other, and tell them your pronouns are he, they. That's it. You didn't go out, you didn't try to find doctors that would approve this surgery and have to work blood, sweat, and tears to even afford to get this expensive ass cosmetic surgery. You didn't damn near die on the table even getting this surgery. You didn't go through the process of having to heal.
The pain, bro. I can't even imagine the pain, bro.
All the paperwork of having to go to the Social Security office, the DMV or wherever to get all your paperwork changed to your he pronouns and your new name because you have to drop your dead name. Like, you don't even understand everything you would have to go through, but you think that you're on the same level because you get up in the morning and, like I said, grab that phone and say, I'm he, they now. You're not the same, and I'm sorry to say.
Y'all actually had a coming out, and that's kind of like what this coming. Because if we are wrong, we're not saying like, oh, we are right. We're saying this is how we feel about it. So
wrong, then let me know.
Let us know in the comments. Facts.
But honestly, there's no way you can reap the same. Like, I get it. I understand wholeheartedly you're trans because you have the pronouns. But are you really if you don't go through the full extent?
Right, because then you're taking away from the real people, like the real
ones who spent every dime, saved up every dime to go have this surgery, top and bottom, or just bottom, if depending on what you're transitioning to. The ones who literally probably had to go from doctor to doctor to doctor to doctor to get the dream surgery that they wanted, who spent years researching the dream body that they wanted.
Facts.
Like, how can you even, that's just, to me, it seems disrespectful. That would be the same as, like, the bisexual girls, the ones that, well, I know, like, mostly it's the bisexual girls. They'll say, oh, I like girls and boys, but I mostly sleep with boys. Get pregnant by a boy, but then end up with a girl. How can you say you're bisexual? If you mostly sleep with boys, you got pregnant by a boy, but you left the boy or the boy left you, and so now you're with the girl. So now she got to reap your repercussions because you went and pregnant by a boy, but she loved you, so she's gonna help you raise that baby that you had with the boy.
That's deep. That's crazy. That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother spectrum right there. That's a rabbit hole. That's a rabbit hole. That's another video, I think.
Oh, jeez. That's a different video.
But yeah, no, that ass. And that's kind of like, that was the main part of this. Like, and yeah, I mean, if y'all see this, if y'all don't, I hope y'all do, because it's it's an honest thing that's going on. Like, that's Ed. 1 second, a round of applause for modern medicine, bro, because that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy.
Testosterone and estrogen.
Man, you can cut your finger off and put the same finger back on if you put it in ice. Like you got that's crazy. That's crazy. Even you can even get a whole finger. They start skin grabs. That's crazy.
Skin grabs.
Skin grabs. Are
they
crazy
can take a piece of your ass and put it on your arm and make it look like your arm.
If you think it's crazy, it's crazy. That's all I'm saying. Modern medicine is crazy.
They can take a piece of your cheek from your face, put it on your ass. You never know because they'll just stitch that up and it'll heal. It would just be a different texture for a little bit. No, seriously, that's what they say. They say while the skin cells are healing and stuff, regenerating and all that.
Oh yeah, I better.
It's a different texture for a while, but you know we get new skin cells every 7 years. So I'd say about 7 years. Once it heals up all the way, it should be just fine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, no hate to the LGBTQ
Oh my
plus.
god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's all love.
Cause
no, they can't get because we're not being rude. And if y'all are taking it in the wrong way, we gave it disclosure.
I
we're
truly,
not.
honestly, if you really wholeheartedly take this the wrong way, I deeply from the bottom of my heart we apologize. But it's not meant to like. I know it seems like it's coming off kind of hard, but it's the truth.
It's because there's people have died. It became a hate crime. Like actual people died over this.
It's because it's something we're passionate about. We've actually done our research on it. We've actually gotten second opinions on, third opinions actually. I've outsourced and gotten second and third opinions on it. And so this is something like. And
I have transgender friends. My friend Zach.
From the people that I've outsourced to, they've given me the same response because we've had the exact same conversation. No, it's not scripted. But to the exact the same conversation, and they agree. So this is just something. Now we feel like okay, since we've gotten information within our circle, let's reach out to a bigger crowd and see who else feels the same way. And if you don't feel the same way, we can have that discussion down below or whatever. You can hit the inbox or his social media. I'm always here, so he will let me know too. And we could all put our ideas together.
Yeah, there's never no hate. Unless I'm purposely roasting, then I'm not I'm not being serious. But like besides that, like.
And I don't roast. I don't have time for that. You could talk your smack.
But yeah, no. Like it was just crazy because like I felt like I honestly insulted the guy, so I felt bad, but then I thought about it, and I was like,
there
why
was
am
no
I
way to
feeling bad?
genuinely specify.
Right,
wear a little pin. If you want to be subtle about it, you can get you a little pin, a little, like on your shirt.
Yeah.
Or on his little uniform, and he could have
represent. Yeah.
Or on his little hat, because he had his little Sonic hat. Or Sonic hat, because
oh my gosh!
He wasn't
forgive my hair.
Great.
Oh my gosh! Well, let me put this back on. No, but yeah. I mean, and then the whole point of y'all going through that is because y'all are living in y'all's truth. Because y'all went through all of that. Y'all paid for all of that. Y'all went through all that blood and y'all went through all that blood, sweat, and tears, quite literally for that.
Choked you up, didn't it?
No, it was because I felt he made me like he gaslit me.
Trying to get over that word.
Oh yeah. Facts. Nah, but like he low-key gaslit me. That's what made me mad. Because we keep going back there, and we keep like there's some type of animosity. There was some type of animosity with it, and I never understood why. Like after that day,
because not just him, because we caught him the second time we went back. He was in there talking smack. They was in there talking smack to the other coworkers, and they all turned out and looked to the car.
Not subtle at all.
I would have went in there, but it wasn't one of them days. And I have a little.
And I
don't provoke. But if you provoke me, then I feel like I have.
And I was over there because it's a new location, right? So I'm over there just like, oh, maybe I can get me a little part-time, maybe turn into a full-time, get a little bag.
They never called.
Never called me back. Man was having interviews back to back because I even talked to the manager. Came to my car.
To the car.
Gave me a sticky note. Wait, you can. Hey, y'all can. You can see that. If you can see that blue post-it over there by the fucking poster right there.
It's right there.
It's right there. No bullshit. No bullshit. So it's just like, I don't know. That Sunny just give me weirdo
vibes.
It's weird, you know. But
Weirdo vibes. But shout out them though, because every time we go, the food be fresh.
The food be banging.
Freaked up.
Banging. But
that's what I said, Muskies. Yeah.
Right.
Tell them.
Right.
It's Muskies.
But yeah, no. I appreciate y'all's time for watching this, and if I did get any of y'all mad, once again, I am sorry.
We are sorry. We love all the.
There's never no hate, peace and love always. Pray to whoever y'all pray to. Watch out for each other. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay high or sober.
Yeah. If you're on that sober path, stay sober. All right,
That's fire to be on.